Reason number one why I love cowboys. You know what? It's the way you could be a little annoyed at them, or you could ask them to do something, or you could just tell them the way it is, and they always go, "Yes, ma'am." Pardon? Yes, ma'am. Don't ever do that again. Yes, ma'am. Don't be late. Yes, ma'am. Hey, honey, could you pass me that? Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Jeff. Those that are tuning in for the first time, and hopefully many more from before, my name is Michelle.
And I think we just said it. My name's Jeff, and welcome to the Tip Your Hat Show. What do we do in this show, Michelle? What do we do?
We rate hats. It's just that simple.
But
isn't there a twist, Jeff?
I think there's a twist. I think we've said this before.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
I'll let the folks know what the twist is. Every week we mail
It's
each
not
other.
Twister, just to be real clear.
Listen to yourself. You're obsessed.
You've never seen what that thing can do, so don't talk to me about it. You've never seen it.
No, it's not Twister 2. Every week we mail each other a hat, but we don't open it until the episode starts. So it's a surprise, and so that's the fun part of this. It's like Christmas every morning for us, or it's like Christmas once a week for us.
Tomorrow is Christmas.
Before we get going, I ask Michelle either a piece of trivia or a quote that she has to guess, or something a little more personal. So I'm going for a little more personal today. So here it is. This is all hypothetical, but just roll with me on this one. You have a crazy one night stand.
One night.
I mean, it is nuts. But the next morning you wake up and you think, that didn't go quite as well as I thought it was. And the guy is still asleep. So you creep out, you creep out and you're thinking, I never want to see this guy again. All hypothetical. I'm sure you would never do anything like this. But on the off chance that you did, keep going with it. So you get in an Uber and you start driving, you start heading home, and halfway home, you realize you forgot your favorite hat. And so you can do one of three things. A, go back and get it. You'd have to wake him up. B, well, let's see, you could ask a friend to go get it. And C, maybe you have the Uber driver going to get it for you. So there you go. You got to go back and get your favorite hat. A, you get it. B, you get a friend to get it. Or C, you ask the Uber driver to get it. A, B, or C?
I'm going to go with D, none of the above.
Let's get on with the show. I mean, it's all hypothetical. I can't imagine you ever had a one night stand. So thanks for playing the game. All right. I got a whole bunch of one night stands, but we'll get into that later, or maybe not at all. I have a really great one night stand story.
It's not show and tell. It's hat and tell, but it's all encompassing.
All right. So
let's go.
Let's start this rating. So here we go. I sent you a hat. Open it up. Let's see what you got.
All right. So what I have is a very generic brown box.
Okay. Hide that address. It's okay. We'll blur out the address.
Thank you in advance. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. All right. So it's a brown box. It doesn't have any promo tape like some of them have, which I think is clever. Any branding on the outside of the box, but it is from New Era.
All right. I'll let the folks know what New Era is about.
Era, after if I could actually find my.
Do 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 do.
Love that. Did you watch a lot of Jeopardy? Is that why that's your go-to?
I watch Jeopardy, but I never know the answers.
You can drive me do. All right. So at the top of it,
all right,
in this order. So you done?
I'm done.
All right. So it has the packaging slip. Pardon?
Alex Trebek is dead. He was a Canadian. God bless his soul.
I know
all
this.
Right.
I said
packaging slip.
I said, are you done? Not dead. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Can we focus? Please,
All
darling.
right.
All right. So
Go,
the
go, go,
package
go.
slip, we've discussed this in other episodes. We really appreciate on the Tip Your Hat show package slips that has all the information, sin, price, because you don't know if somebody's getting it as a gift or what have you.
Right.
So they just don't need to
Right.
include that. So this has all the information. It doesn't have the price on it. So if you're wanting to buy something again, or maybe a secret admirer sent it to you, you don't know who it's from, you can contact the company. It has all their information on there. So we'll start with
Got it.
that. I open it up. It is in the plastic wrap, which we know I'm a big
Nice.
fan of.
Very nice. Keeping it nice and clean.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeehaw.
Let me just say this though.
Oh.
Speaking of price, hang on. The price of it is in the inside of the bill.
Yeah, well, I got a story about the price of it too. So we're going to get to that when we talk about price.
Okay. I'm just saying because I was all giving them credit on that, and then I open it up and it's like, oh, look at what you paid for this. All right. So this is what it looks like on the inside.
All
Can you
right.
see that?
Yeah, we're going to show the folks some
Okay, so it had
close-ups, but,
plastic.
thank you very much.
Interesting. It doesn't have the cardboard board on the inside.
No
but it has
support
some
on the
nice
inside.
distributor lock.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, it is interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
They almost always do.
I don't think I'm a 7 3/8. Am I? we
I
measure our
thought
heads?
it was a snapback, so that might be a little big. Uh-oh.
It's going to be too big for me. Somebody
All
might
right.
be winning what looks to be a really cool hat, though. I mean,
you have to show everyone with the really cool
maybe
hat
when I
is.
go to
And
pick up my hat at the one night stand, I will trade. I will have to entice him so that he uses my number. And I will trade him. So it's like, hey, I'm from Texas. So you're welcome for the souvenir. Give me my other hat back.
very nice. Very nice. Quid pro quo.
All right. So this is what it looks like in the front. I really like it. This is going to be too big, or no, we'll see. I think so. But I like it. So it's not snapback. I'm going to draw it. I mean, it's too big.
It's too big. It's too big. I wonder what the
It's
return policy is. Now tell
don't
the
know, you
folks where
ordered it
you're
before.
from. Tell the folks where you're from and why I might have sent you that.
With my hat like this. Okay. I grew up. I grew up in Dallas. So that's hence the Texas. It's really cute. It's so big. It's really cute, though. I think the quality of it is really good. We'll get to all of that. So tell us a little bit about, to begin with, delivery time.
Well, from my perspective, I'm pretty sure it got there within 7 to 10 days. So it tracks pretty well. And
all right.
yep,
So it gets a 4. Again,
yep.
it wasn't under that. It didn't give you
No.
the option of more.
No.
So it gets a 4 for delivery time.
Or
So
for delivery time.
packaging, I'm going to give it a 4. And the reason why is
really?
because.
Well, tell me why.
Yes,
It looked like a plain brown. Looked like a plain. It was a plain brown box. Okay. Tell me why it's a 4.
Okay. It's actually, thank you for that little Jeff interjection.
Downgrade it there.
Stop telling me though.
I'm explaining.
Exactly. Ruby's
I'm
like,
explaining.
Ruby
shit
is
to you.
one of Jeff's dogs. Ruby is like one of Jeff's 2 dogs that he has.
And she's
sided with me and was like,
I'm just pointing out Ruby's a bitch.
Down the bone, not in a good way.
Ruby's a bitch.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I think relative to the quality of the hat, forget about the size. Okay, relative to the quality of the hat is a really good quality, is that they should have branding on the outside of the box. So the outside represents the integrity of what you're receiving. I just think that's so because of that, and maintaining, again, the integrity of the hat, because you don't know how it could be manhandled. It didn't have the cardboard inside of the bill. So I'm going to give that, because of that, I'm going to give it a 3 for packaging.
All right. And although it doesn't fit as well, and that's on me, not on them, how's the, you mentioned quality. So step it up. What's the star rating on quality?
I would get, if it fit me, I would give it a 5.
Yeah, it's beautifully made, and I thought it would be beautifully made. Fit, that's on me. So we're gonna have to pass on fit. A value. Now we got a real big problem here. It costs.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll tell you
You're
what the
talking about because
problem.
they put it on the price on the hat, or what are you talking about?
No, I'll tell you what the problem is, and it's not necessarily their fault, but this is what happened. I paid $60.55 for that hat, and it was 47
Hang on a
plus
second. Hang on. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hang on. It says in here you paid $47.99. Are you telling me
plus
you paid
shipping.
another $20 for
Yeah,
$20 for
yeah,
shipping?
yeah. We're gonna get busted on
I'm going to
customer
turn it
service
backwards.
here and value. So and so it again that amount was let me check again, $60.55. Here's a bit of the problem. Is that online again? It was $47. It's on sale right now for $26. So I got to figure out if I can
So what day
contact the
did you
company.
buy it, Jeff? Because we obviously are filming this before it will be aired. What was the duration of the time from you ordering it to it being on sale?
Well, from the time I ordered it to the time this episode is going to run, not delivery time, but what you're talking about is probably about a month. So a month later, they dropped the price nearly in half by $20. So I'm going to be curious. Maybe we can update this episode with how they're going to respond to my concern that I paid $20 more than it's currently being listed for now. I'll see, because it'll be a good way to check customer service.
The fact that people do make changes, especially closer to the holidays, but the period of time, the point in time where we're filming this right now, that's a pretty big slash in price that it's hard for me to wrap my head around that. Yeah, it's also hard for me to wrap my head around, no pun intended, the $20, well, no, it was basic math. Was it $17?
From 47 to 65, it's about $7 or $18. Yeah. So, that's,
so that's, that's the highest we've rated in terms of delivery. Yeah.
There's a lot of profit margin in delivery there. So customer service, well, where on value do you give it at $65? Where on value do you give it? Is that a $65 hat?
I mean, I actually think it is.
All right.
I do.
All right. Well done, New Era.
I do. If I was buying a gift for my man and like a fitted hat that's not snapback like this, the quality of this is really, really good. So I do think it's a 5.
All right. Well, they'll be happy with that. So all in with delivery, $65. It's a 5-star. Well done, New Era. Customer service, I don't know exactly how we're going to deal with that one. We're going to have to find out after the fact. If they are going to address that in some way, maybe they'll give it maybe a credit for the new one. Is that your way of saying I should shut the fuck up?
No, I'm saying to be continued, because we're going to see how they handle it. Yeah.
All right. So right now, let's give it an overall. With all those 6 categories in mind, what's the overall rating?
I'm going to give it an overall 4.
All right. Very nice. New Era is a big, big company. There's not, they have every hat of every team of every sport ever played, and it's remarkable. They would have literally hundreds and hundreds of hats. Yeah.
I love this hat. I will wear it a lot. New Era, don't make me gift this to somebody like that's not deserving. I want to wear this hat, or
we will get. I
can save it to where somebody comes into my life, and then I can get a different one. But I really like it. Nice.
Well, it speaks to your homeland as well. The big star state.
It does.
All right. So well done, Nuera. You got a solid 4, and you would have got a 5 if a couple other things went a little better. But so far, so good. All right. So over to me.
Over to you, darling.
All right. So I got a package from Howler Brothers. There's a logo, but this
So
is
just
clearly.
on that, where I'm from, I was like, holla. Do you even
All
know what I
right.
mean when I say
I
that?
have no. I have no. I'm
Like
from
Southern, like
I'm
holla, like what's
I,
up,
I,
girl?
I'm from Canada, so
No.
like out and about fishing. So I don't know what holla is,
All
but
right.
about. Okay, so this is from
Oh, me.
Holler, and clearly it's not a baseball cap. It's whatever it is. If it's a baseball cap, we're in big trouble because they got flattened. So it's a
No
big brown
doubt.
envelope with their name on the front. They've got their little howler. It's howler monkeys. Okay, that's what the howler's about there. So and it's
I
got
know.
it's got some fancy it's got some fancy arrows, so you know where to open it up. It's
Oh
got
my
the label.
gosh, is that like, I wonder what was behind that. Are they like, were they getting, reviews and people are like, I don't know how to open up this.
or I don't know where. Show me
Mind the
show me
gap. Like,
where. It's in a it's it's for the I don't know the visually impaired.
pretty fair.
Um,
That's pretty
uh,
funny.
and so it's a recyclable bag as well. So here we go. I'm going to open up my hat. So far so
Yeah.
good. I just ripped the receipt, but oh no, I didn't. So here's the receipt. Howler's up top. My address is up top. The order number, and no price. No price. So they
Good. Good job,
it's
Howard.
this is it's a beanie. I haven't seen it yet, but it's called Winter Moss. There's a return information on the bottom. So all returns and exchanges must be initiated within 45 days. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to give it back.
Which is pretty cool. Can we just give them extra kudos for that, because a lot of those don't have that on there. So that's an extra touch that everyone should be doing. So I'm glad you mentioned
Absolutely.
that.
And it says for our complete policies, howlerbrothers.com/returns. Sometimes you don't even get that. There's no way to contact them. So these guys have done a really good job. There's an email address, service@howlerbrothers.com, and we'll get you fixed up. And so these guys have done a really good job on the bottom of this receipt. And the bottom, it says, heed the call. So here we go.
Oh.
Inside,
Cute.
in a safely packaged bag. It's in a plastic bag. I will open it up. I will open it up. Oh, Howler, come on, Howler. Howler. All right, serious beanie, beautiful stitched HB on the front. So that's a Howler's brother. We'll show you some close-ups of this and some still photos, and I'm going to put it on. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I'm loving my hat.
Did you just growl a little bit?
All right, I got to put my headphones back on or I can't hear a damn thing. All right, let's do this.
Well, we all heard your.
All right, I'm back. Okay, this is a rockin' beanie. I'm freaking loving it. Oh my God, it's so snug, which is like super cool. I'm from Canada. I appreciate a good beanie. I grew up in the Arctic, and it was like the winter was like -40. So we appreciate a good warm hat. So we can get going with the rating system. I ask me some questions, and I'll give you some answers.
All right. So in terms of delivery time, from the time I ordered it to the time it was delivered to you was 9 days. So we give that a.
Well, 9 days is probably a good. It's probably 3.5, maybe. I don't know. Is 9 days 4? Like, is it under the
4? We've been talking about giving it a 4.
All right,
it's
all
up
right.
to you. But
well, okay. A soft 4.
you give it whatever you want.
It's a soft 4, and leave. That's low hanging fruit right there.
No, if you want to give it a 3.5,
Well, it's
give
a
it a
hard
3.5.
It's a hard 3.5, but it's a
Okay,
soft
well, let's take
4.
the hard 3.5. Okay, let's go with the hard 3.5. All
All
right,
right,
moving
there
on.
we go.
All right, so then packaging. What would you give it for packaging?
There was a nice logo on the outside. It gave you the arrows, so you knew where to open it.
You're
I was
still
pretty
stuck
excited.
on that, aren't you? The soft
Well,
versus hard.
I thought it was sort of a nice touch. It was, it wasn't just arrows. It was a strip of tape, so to make sure it stayed sealed. So they put the tape on that. Well, we may as well put some arrows on it, so the idiots know what direction to pull it. So I don't know. It's
It had
pretty
that
good.
animal on it too, and it had a
I
saying.
know. Well, it's not just an animal. It's a howler monkey. Thus the name of the
Which is
company.
an animal.
I
know, but a monkey is an animal.
A monkey is an animal. It's a primate, and we're pretty close to primates, so it's almost like a human animal. Okay, so what's the next category? Oh, I know. Let's see, packaging.
So you
I don't know. Like,
you did not rate packaging.
I got 4, kind of a nice, branded on the outside, clearly clean on the inside. And we'll go to customer service later, but that receipt was fantastic. So I'm going with
so we have for delivery, we have a hard 3.5 for packaging. You have a 4, and then we go to quality. How would you rate the quality?
This is a seriously well knit, beautiful, beautiful cap. I'm loving it. I'm going a soft 5. Not a hard 5, but a soft 5, and that's a good rating, a soft 5.
Right, so 5 for quality.
Yeah.
So then, what about fit?
Oh, it's spectacular. That's a hard 5. It feels so good, like your head is kind of pushed in and like safe and warm and cozy. If they're too loose, it's not so great. So it's just the right amount of tightness. Like, it's not too tight, but it's tight enough. It's not too tight,
and
but
then
it's
what
tight
about
enough.
value? I'm not even.
Well, what did you pay for it? I don't know how to judge the value unless you tell me how much you paid.
I was just looking down on my receipts. Hang on. I paid for all in, because that's what we do. So we just want you to know, and we try and break it up. Normally we just say all in, but when you have other hats where you've got some outrageous delivery fee, then it's different. So all in, including delivery, this is $43.64. How do you feel about value for what is on your head?
That's a hard 4. I'd easily pay 30. Like, this is a really cool beanie. I'd easily pay 30 plus. So at that price,
what would get you to pay more? What would it have to do?
It's a beanie, and a beanie sort of, in my mind, you can't get much beyond a 4, I think, with a beanie. It's beautiful. It's well made. I like it, but I don't know if a beanie could ever get to 5, because it's a beanie.
That's fascinating, coming from Canada and shouldn't there be a pecking order of what actually keeps your head, which is where we have so much of our temperature associated with? Shouldn't there be a higher one? Like, you grew up, maybe it's because you grew up like under 40 degrees or something playing hockey. I mean, are you telling me that you wouldn't pay 40 to 50 bucks in, I don't care where, but I'm just saying, in a cold temperature to keep your head warm?
Yeah, I would. And I did. And all I'm saying is, this is a really nice beanie, and it's a 4. Let me leave it at a 4. Like, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me?
I'm not. I'm actually just trying to get context, because what I'm wondering is, if people were in warmer temperatures, I'm trying to figure out if it's temperature related.
It's not temperature related. People in Southern California would wear this. People in Southern California think 50 is a freaking cold snap. So, I mean, this is a really stylish hat. So, and on those cold mornings in where you live, you put this on, you stay cozy by the beach as that cool breeze is blowing in.
Ethan, obviously, you're going to have to cut that out. He's gone away. All right, so that's it for it. So overall customer service.
A hard 4.5. They did a really good job. So, sometimes people do a little bit more. They put in a thank you card. They put in a coupon for your next purchase. Now, I'm pretty sure in the emails that I got all of that. I'm pretty sure there was
I did
discounts.
too.
Yeah. So
Yes. I'm very impressed with their
that's
customer
really good.
service.
And a little shout out to Will Ferrell.
Seriously, you are an alcoholic.
Will Ferrell wore a Howler cap in the documentary. It's a remarkable movie. It's about this story of two best friends. One of them was a writer in SNL, and Will Ferrell was on it. And later in life, he transitioned to Harper. I don't remember what his first name was when he identified as a male. It's an absolutely beautiful documentary.
Harper, would you want to do a road trip as this new version of yourself, and at the same time, figure out what this all means to us?
And the Howler people were very excited that he was wearing
I love
their
that piece
brand.
of trivia. I love, well, you know what I find so funny? Because again, we don't know what hat we're going to order. So look at our co-host Telepathy, because Howler is based out of Austin, Texas. And you opened a beanie from a Texas-based company, and I opened a Texas hat. So
Well done. Well done. Yes. Yeah. We sometimes think a lot, which is really scary. Sometimes our menstrual cycles line up too. And I don't know, and for those who've seen some other shows, Michelle is hashtag, beach girl. I'm hashtag desert girl. So I live up in the desert here near Joshua Tree. It's okay if I say near Joshua Tree. We're going to add out. There'll be a beep. So
Ethan got that. So we're excited. Thank you.
Ethan is our editor, just in case anyone's wondering about that. Hi, Ethan. Shout out to our editor. Thanks for fixing this for us.
Yes.
I get an overall rating.
Yes, please give it to us.
It's a hard 4. This is a great hat. It's great quality. Almost everything got to a 4. And I got to tell you, watch that movie. It's one of the most beautiful, tender movies about friendship. Will Ferrell is like so chill. He doesn't do the comedy thing. He's just there for his friend. There's one scene that gets a little out of control. It's really heartwarming and it's heartbreaking at the same time. So somehow that's
I've actually never seen it, so I'm going to check it out.
It's a beautiful film. And so that story of friendship and love and support is infused into this hat. So that was just a bonus. When I saw it was Howler, I watched the documentary a few weeks ago, and I cried at the end. I can cry opening a can of soup. But nevertheless,
we are all around giving a double tip. So, Jeff, see you in the next episode.
Well, wait a second. All right, but I'm tipping my hat to New Era, and you can certainly tip your hat. It's hard to tip a beanie. I tipped my beanie.
I'm tipping it to New Era. Thank you. I look forward to getting my next one, and thank you, Howler, as well. That's looks great on you. So overall, 2 really great experiences, and until the next episode.
Thank you, New Era. Thank you, Howler. God bless you both. And say Howler one more time. Just give me a Texas howler.
You want me to give you a howler? No, that wasn't it. What do you want me to do? It's howler.
Howler. All right, very nice. And scene. We're out.
And scene.
Open to the open road, only to be reminded that a friend is a friend is a friend is a friend. A friend is a friend is a friend.